I'm down there now. Surprised the door's already open. Actually, maybe since I've fast travelled, the lady in red might be back. She may only appear once you die as well. Yeah, I'm not seeing her at this settlement, and I would assume she would stay at the one that's got the bell. I have lost my way home. The sound of the bell will guide you. Damn, he escaped. And it looks like I lost 2 arrows in the progress. $250 coins. Nice. shadow. Was your head taken from you? So it was. I shall seek to return it to you. I am enjoying this game, but there is a lot of things in the different areas that are exactly the same as other things. Like each area's got at least one missing skull that you need to seek. Hey, Primordial. Redeeming second. Thanks for redeeming second. I don't think first has been redeemed. My sister Catherine hasn't returned. Where did you last see her? I remember striking her. She was in tears. She ran out of the house. I was seething with anger, though I don't remember why. Who are you? Lewis Archer. Find 6 lost souls. I found this shawl near the remains of a woman not far from here. I remember staring down at her, wondering how it had come to this, wondering what I had done. Do you recognize this bloodied shirt? I remember Jeffrey Hunt writhing on the ground, moaning in agony. I could see he was dying, but I stayed with him until the end. Other than what he may have killed his sister, that second one sounds like a nice deed. Actually, while I'm here, another shadow. I must apologize to Lewis. I must tell him I'm sorry for making him angry. Is this your wool shawl? Yes. Then you must be Catherine Archer. Yes. What happened to you? I couldn't breathe. Hands were choking me. I tried to pull them away, but they were too strong. I grabbed his finger and twisted it as hard as I could. His voice cried out, savage and guttural, and his grip loosened. I clambered away and ran. I realized I was holding his ring. It must have come off in my hand. Found a gold ring inlaid with 3 small rubies. From the size of it, it was likely worn by a man. The remains of a woman whose skull was caved in by a heavy blow along the path leading west from Fort St. George. The victim was Catherine Archer, sister of Lewis Archer. Victim stabbed in the back. The remains of a man who was stabbed in the back. The victim was Jeffrey Hunt. Wool shawl, distinctive wool shawl spattered with dried blood, belonged to Catherine Archer. Do you recognize this gold ring? It is mine. I told Catherine she must stay away from Jeffrey Hunt. She said she would not. I remember yelling at her then, but still she argued. So I struck her. She was in tears. She ran out of the house. I was seething with anger. Ooh. Was that the blow that caved her skull in? If so, that was one strong blow. Here's the skull. Who are you? Found a stone knife. Dried blood is caked on the blade. The gold ring is complete. A gold ring inlaid with 3 small rubies from the size, it was likely worn by a man. Catherine wrested it from the finger of a man who was trying to choke her. It belonged to Jeffrey Hunt. Stone knife is not complete. There's a health barrel around here, isn't there? Bit hard to see in this mode. I wish once you found the health barrels, they would show on the map. That's where I got stuck. Here it is. This map definitely has more in it than the last one. It may take longer for me to complete than I thought. I believe I have found your skull. You are most generous. Please accept a gift in gratitude. You are very generous. 250 coins. Engraved skull. Recovered a skull that was stolen from a grave near Fort Henry. The skull had been returned to its owner. Recovered a skull that was stolen from the grave near the sentry post. The skull has been returned to its owner. Okay, so... Oh no, I thought it had the tick. So each one of these is just saying where it was found, returned to its owner. There's at least one more skull. Because that's not ticked yet. I reckon that's where I'm heading. Do you recognize this stone knife? I remember now. I remember staring down at Catherine, wondering how it had come to this, wondering what I had done, or what I had failed to do. I saw that she was clutching my gold ring, the one Gregory Hunt had taken from me when I told him never to hurt her again. He seized my arm and pulled the ring off, saying next time I threaten him, it would cost me more than a trinket. I remember him writhing on the ground, moaning in agony. I could see he was dying, but I stayed with him until the end, to make sure. Oh, he didn't stay with him to comfort him, he stayed there to make sure he ended up dying. I left this knife in the wound so that it would be thought that Indians had killed him, and I would not have to answer for his death. Okay. Found a stone knife, dried blood and caked on the blade. Lewis Archer used it to kill Jeffrey Hunt, hoping that the murder would be blamed on Indians. There's Jeffrey Hunt's story done. Killed Catherine Archer, murdered by Lewis Archer. Okay, so it was Jeffrey Hunt that killed Catherine. At least it wasn't her brother. And it sounds like her brother, Lewis, killed Gregory for revenge for his sister. Catherine Archer. Lewis Archer remembers striking his sister Catherine. She ran off, but he didn't follow her. He was yelling at her because she argued when he told her to stay away from Gregory Hunt. It is the bottom one. I'm going to run away. I'm going to stop the bell and then I'll go back into it. Just stop that ringing. Catherine feels she must apologize to Lewis for making him angry. She remembers being strangled. She twisted her attacker's finger and his ring came off in her hand. She then fled. Lewis remembered Jeffrey hunting Catherine. Lewis remembers standing over Catherine's body, wondering what he had done. He felt he had failed to protect her. Lewis remembers staying with Jeffrey as he bled to death. Lewis killed Jeffrey with an Indian knife so that he would not be blamed for his death. I don't blame him. It's probably one of the better stories we've had. Oh. Nothing in the dark. There's still that chest over there. Can I stealth him? I completely missed what that pop-up said. All treasure chests found. Nice. I'm pretty sure that was a... So I'm going to head back here and check out these piles or these circles. They're... Yep, they're all buried treasures, so I'm not going to worry about those. I'll head back up here to check that one. And then go back there, see if he's got anything to say. I don't know if I've even talked to this person, so there may be a whole new story there. but that could also be Hunt. But then I'm not hearing any more things, so... Yeah, it was someone that was just here, so... I reckon that might have been Catherine's shadow. I think I'm ready to move on to the next area now. And I didn't actually die again. I didn't want to go through there just yet. I wanted to talk to the, I did miss with... There's my arrow. There. Why did I not get them all back? Well, after I took that first settlement, I never died in this map. Nope, nothing to say. So the lady in red didn't show up at this map for me.